Letters from God and His Christ, Volume 7. Vengeance is mine, I shall repay. June 7th, 2010. From God the Father. The Lord's words spoken to Timothy during an online Bible letter study, for all those who have ears to hear.
My sons and daughters, do you believe and know? I am with you, says the Mighty One of Jacob. Hold fast, therefore, for the Lord of heaven and earth is about to do an awesome and terrible thing. The peoples of the earth will be made to shudder, their hearts failing them for fear, their minds cast into confusion over that which is before their eyes. For the terror of the Lord will overtake them, and they will fear, with all faces paling and gathering blackness, unable to discern those things coming to pass before their eyes. For long have they denied me, long have they turned to me their backs. Behold, I am indeed coming down to you, as the whirlwind comes down out of the storm, as the mighty, swirling wind appears suddenly amidst dark clouds, bringing great destruction upon all in its path. So shall my power be manifest. So shall it be when destruction comes from on high. The heavens shall shake, and a great trembling shall come up from beneath, because of my presence. The sun shall be darkened, and fire shall rain down upon my enemies, and with great hailstones shall all their devices be struck to the ground, crumbling in a heap upon the open fields. And every man and proud soldier who are upon the ground shall go mad, striking their neighbor upon the chest, brother against brother. Behold, their sword shall be turned back upon their own heads, and their anger turned into madness, each one against the other, with pestilences closing in on every side. Behold, I shall send upon them a flooding rain, a great deluge, putting a halt to their devices, and they shall sink into the mire thereof, unable to gain any ground or foothold. They shall be driven backward, and that over which men were given dominion shall rise up and have dominion over them. Then they will know I am the Lord, He who sets up kingdoms and brings them to ruin, He who set the foundations of the earth, He who also set the stars in their places, He to whom all creation bows down, He whose power has no limits, whose wisdom brought forth all things, whose authority is absolute. For the everlasting has no ruler. I am. Peoples of the earth, have you forgotten there is a God who reigns in Israel? The same who is, and who was, and who is to come? The Almighty? Have you come so far in your knowledge, O men of intellect, that you now believe you have done it? And by your own strength you stand? Deceived peoples! You have covered yourselves in darkness, and have brought forth in your arrogance a cloak of pride to hide your heads from understanding, blocking out all light of revelation, blinding yourselves to the truth of who I am. Have you not read, from the beginning it was I who had done it? Therefore, at first was I not more than a little displeased, with my anger coming up into my face over that which men had wrought in the earth. And so, in my hot displeasure, I covered the earth with waters from above, and opened up the storehouses of waters from beneath, drowning the whole of the earth in my bitter sorrow. And so I am come to this place once again, and great disgust has come into my heart over that which is before me. Therefore, I have set my face to wipe all men from the face of the earth. because of the multitude of sin which is before me, day and night, because of the multitude of tears and wailing which enters my ears, the outcry of the oppressed who cry out without ceasing, and because of the silent screams of every unborn child which are slain by the multitudes without ceasing. Great is the innocent blood upon the hands of this generation. Cry out, therefore, peoples of the earth. Wail loudly and lament. For no more shall the wicked go unpunished. No more will my enemies transgress and fight against me without recompense. No more shall my name be polluted. No more shall the enemies of Israel seek to cast off my people Jacob, for my name is there. And no more shall any in the whole of the entire earth spit upon the name of the king, nor pollute his word among the people. Neither shall Gentile, nor Jew, nor any among those who claim to be grafted in, while at the same time separating themselves far from me, continue any longer without harsh correction and strong discipline. I am the Lord. Therefore I have set my face to destroy, to cast down, to break apart, and to crack all foundations, until the whole of this house crumbles. Yea, I shall cause it to collapse in upon itself, and by its own strength shall it come crashing down, until only dust and ashes remain. For I am a great king, says the Lord, the only God of power and might, whose anger is righteous, whose judgment is true, whose justice shall be swift. I shall surely destroy the earth. Behold, I shall wipe the slate clean. I shall burn the face of the whole earth in the fires of my indignation, and it shall be cleansed. Yet I have remembered my promises, and the covenants which I made with my servants, my beloved, men of promise, who sought after my own heart. For their sakes, and because of my promises, I withhold the full weight of my judgment, and the full power of my wrath and hot displeasure. Therefore, I shall not drown the earth in my anger, nor shall I cover it in the depths of my sorrow. I shall not make a total end until every last grain of wheat has been gathered, until every last one of the called has come to me. Yet understand this, O enemies of Israel. Think not that I do this according to the righteousness of the peoples in the land of Israel, for they have also forgotten me. For they walk not in my ways, and reject my salvation still. Hear me, for I declare it to all peoples and all nations. For my own name's sake shall I do it. For the name of the King which comes to gather shall it be done. And for the sake of my beloved servants, from Noah to David, shall I remember my promises. For that which I pour out shall not be a flood of water which covers, but a flood of wrath which shall be made plain, painting the mountains, the hills, and the open fields of Israel in blood, with the stink of your rotting corpses ascending to heaven, and the smoke of your burning devices going up forever. Your plans shall be uncovered, and all your loathing, along with all your eagerness to take spoil, shall return atop your own heads. And spoils shall you be, a loathsome sight in the eyes of all nations. For strong is the Lord, who has declared it, who will also do it.